Jai Shri Mataji, all of you. Can you please let me know who all I need to make co-host, meaning who are the people who will be translating?
Yes, Mataji. I'm already co-host for Spanish.
Correct. Anyone else who is translating to Romania or French?
Tejan, you can do that, right? French?
Okay, we can get started. Jai Shri Mataji, all of you. We'll collectively bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan.
Saludamos a Sri Mataji, subimos la energía Kundalini y nos hacemos el bandhan.
We'll put our left hand towards Shri Mataji, right hand on Mother Earth.
Mano derecha hacia la Madre Tierra, mano izquierda hacia Sri Mataji.
We'll observe if you're absorbing cool air in the right palm and if something is going down from our right hand into Mother Earth.
Observamos y percibimos si notamos que absorbemos vibraciones en la mano izquierda y que algo sale por la mano derecha hacia la Madre Tierra.
Now we'll observe if we're absorbing cool air in all the fingers of the left palm.
Y prestamos atención para darnos cuenta de si absorbemos vibraciones por cada uno de los dedos de la mano izquierda.
Now we'll put our right hand towards Mataji, left hand on Mother Earth.
Mano derecha hacia Sri Mataji, mano izquierda hacia la Madre Tierra.
We'll observe if we're absorbing cool air in the right palm and if the right Mooladhara is getting cool.
Y nos damos cuenta si notamos vibraciones en la mano derecha y si el Muladhara derecho se está refrescando.
Now we'll put our left hand towards the sky.
Y ahora la mano izquierda hacia el cielo.
We'll observe if you're absorbing cool air in the right palm and if you're ventilating through our left palm.
Observamos si estamos absorbiendo vibraciones frescas en la mano derecha y ventilando por la mano izquierda.
Now we'll observe if you're absorbing cool air in all the fingers of the right palm.
Y percibimos si estamos absorbiendo vibraciones frescas en cada uno de los dedos de la mano derecha.
We'll bring our left hand down on our lap.
Mano izquierda la bajamos a la pierna.
Now we'll follow this video and raise the Kundalini as told in this video.
Abrimos los ojos y subimos la Kundalini como vamos a ver en este vídeo.
I'll raise my Kundalini. I'll keep my left hand open on my leg, right hand towards my spine, and slowly I will raise like this. With my fingers, my attention goes with them. So my attention is here, and raise one by one, and I bring it, my hand up to here, and it will be pointed towards Sahasrara. That will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'll take from left to right 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then again I will raise from the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'll put both my hands like this and I'll check the vibration. Might you feel hot or cold? Do not worry. Just hold it for a while and then you do the second stage. Take your hand like this up at this point, center heart, and just rotate clockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then bring at this point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then move the other point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then move again 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then move again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then again move in the center and move few while and then go on your back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then right Swadhisthana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then left Swadhisthana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then come in the center again, then rotate and pull something out. Again rotate, pull something out. Rotate, pull, rotate and pull. You feel vibrations. Like you are pulling thread out of your head. And by this time you feel the vibration. And then check the vibration.
Now we'll put our right hand 2 inches above the head.
Mano derecha 5 centímetros por encima de la cabeza.
We'll observe if the Brahmarandra is opening nicely and if the Ardha Bindu, it is getting cooler.
Observamos si percibimos como el Brahmarandra se está abriendo y hay cada vez más frescor.
Desfac și un pic pe spate. Da, dăm pic aia, lasă-o să nu dăm. Las că-ți mai fac de sat.
We'll bring the right hand down. We'll put our left hand 2 inches above the head.
Bajamos mano derecha y subimos mano izquierda 5 centímetros por encima de la cabeza.
Now we'll bring the left hand down. We'll put our right hand 4 inches above the head.
Bajamos mano izquierda, subimos mano derecha 10 centímetros por encima de la cabeza.
Now we'll bring our right hand down. We'll put our left hand 4 inches above the head.
Bajamos mano derecha, mano izquierda 10 centímetros por encima de la cabeza.
Now we'll slowly lift our left hand till the height we can feel this cool breeze.
Y lentamente seguimos subiendo mano izquierda mientras sigamos sintiendo la brisa fresca.
Now we'll point our left hand fully towards the sky.
Y ahora con los dedos de la mano izquierda apuntamos hacia el cielo.
Now we'll bring our right hand 4 inches above the head.
Mano derecha 20 centímetros por encima de la cabeza.
And slowly lift our right hand till the height we can feel the cool breeze.
Y lentamente vamos subiendo la mano mientras sigamos sintiendo brisa fresca.
Now we'll have both our hands completely towards the sky.
Mano derecha hacia el cielo, las dos manos completamente hacia el cielo.
We will wait till we absorb cool air in both our hands.
Y esperamos hasta percibir frescor en ambas manos.
Now leaving the attention up there, we'll bring both our palms down.
Dejamos la atención ahí entre las dos manos y bajamos las dos manos a las piernas.
Now from up there, we'll enjoy our Sahasrara.
Y contemplando desde esa altura, disfrutamos de nuestro Sahasrara.
And Sahasrara being a 1000 petal lotus, we'll observe if it is getting cooler 1 millimeter at a time and if it is getting wider.
Contemplamos los 1000 pétalos del Sahasrara, que son finitos, pequeñitos. Percibimos que sentimos, si hay una sensación de apertura, de amplitud.
We will continue to enjoy our Sahasrara.
Continuamos disfrutando de contemplar nuestro Sahasrara.
In this state, we will listen to Shrimatiji's speech.
Y en este estado vamos a escuchar las palabras de Sri Mataji.
A life to the pre-moon, which grows, can grow into a shrub and then into a tree. But you have to put water, and you have to have the care of a gardener or someone. In your case, you are the one who has to do all that. First of all, you have to put the nourishment of compassion and love. Have you got that compassion and love? Do you love people? Like somebody told me today, I was shocked, I don't like children. I say, you don't like children? No, I like others' children, not mine. Just imagine. How can you be doing that? How can you say such a thing? You don't like your own children. Anything. First of all, for all of you, I would say that you should never say, I like and I don't like. These are anti-mantras. I like this. It's very common. Who are you? I don't like this carpet. I don't like that silver thing. Who are you? Can you make one like that? To take a decision of that kind is also shows they think it's very spontaneous. It's not. It has come from your conditioning. That you think you have a right to say, I don't like, I don't want. But who are you? If you are the spirit, you will never use these words. Because it might hurt somebody. You will never say something that will hurt others. You will never do anything that will be dangerous for others. But always you say something that would be extremely loving and compassionate and peace-giving. You will emit joy for others. There is the power of spirit that it gives joy to others. If you are a glum person, grumpy person, then you are not self-realized. You should be able to give joy and love and compassion to others. And it should happen absolutely spontaneously. There's a story about a saint in India, in Maharashtra. So they all used to take water in a container called as kawar and would take it all the way to Gujarat to a temple of Sri Krishna. That was regarded as a great, I can say, surrendering to Sri Krishna. So that saint also carried water in that container, this kawar. All the way he carried it from his village in Maharashtra. And when he reached the temple, at the foot of that temple, he saw a donkey, very thirsty, dying out of thirst. So he gave that water to that donkey. Everybody said, imagine you brought this water for miles together, for days together, to be put on the deity here, and now you have given it to this donkey. He said, you don't know. God has come all the way down here to take the water. See the attitude that he took. So, for a self-realized person, the compassion should be like that. Of very generous nature. If you are not generous, if you are miserly, always worried about your money and saving of it, then firstly, you are not a matured surgeon. You are not. Apart from that, this kind of money will never give you any happiness. Miserliness is against spirit. Spirit is extremely generous. Extremely generous. It never tries to save something or cheat people or steal something. Is out of question. Because there is no greed left in it. There is no greed at all. And that is why such a person who is a realized soul cannot be greedy. Has to be extremely generous. I have seen many people like that who have been extremely generous and who have been very understanding about the problems of others. While a Sahajogi will have his own problems, he is not a Sahajogi at all. He is there to solve the problems of others and not to solve his own problems and go about talking about this is the problem I have. Now this is a new word that has developed in modern times. They never used to use the word problem before, I tell you. Only for geometry we use this word problem. But now it has started with there's no problem. They are all in a problem. Actually, they are problems, I think. So, what you have to do is to understand that you should not give your problems to others. You should not ask for anything. Please do this for me, please do that for me. It's very surprising that people try to sort of take advantage of others. Now, some people like to visit some countries, so they will ask you, please call me, I would love to come to your country. And a generous Sahajogi will say, all right, come along. Now, who is failing here is the person who asked. You shouldn't ask for anything whatsoever because you are complete. Not that only you are satisfied, but a complete, what can anybody give you? All desires just disappear when you are in complete shape. Like today I was coming, I saw lots of stars had come out. I said, as soon as the moon will come, they'll all disappear. In the same way, when you are complete, you do not expect anybody to do anything for you. On the contrary, you want to find out what you can do for others. You become the others in a way that whatever is the problem of others, you take upon your head. You jump into it. It's a very, very interesting growth that should come in you. It should happen to all of you because you have got your self-realization. You develop a kind of a personality which only lives for others, not for oneself. You'll be amazed. You can live anywhere. You can sleep anywhere. You can have food, you need not have food. Whatever type of food you get, it's all right. Because you are so satisfied. On the contrary, you'd like to cook for others, give them food, do whatever. Possible, you try to do as long as you can work it out, you do it. But there are people who have only their own problems. They are not Sahajogis. How can the spirit have problems? How can that happen? So just understand that you are now the spirit. And beyond everything. So your creativity also goes to other dimensions. Of course, you start giving realization to people. You create art. You know Baba Mama. He was very bad at literature and when he didn't know any language. He was very good for mathematics because my mother was a mathematician. But language he did not know. I used to write his essays. He was so bad. But after realization, he wrote such beautiful poems, unbelievable. Nobody can believe this Baba could do that because he didn't know any language well. I used to write his essays as I told you. So, amazingly, from where he started writing Urdu poetry, Marathi poetry, Hindi poetry, And one of my brothers asked him, how do you get this Urdu poetry? He said, Shri Mataji she tells me. Everything she says to say, Mataji tells me. So the creativity within you is just flowers. And you are amazed at yourself how this creativity has come in. Now imagine for a person who is a mathematician becoming suddenly a poet. I mean, it's an impossible situation. And you have these capacities. You have all these capacities that you can become very creative. And you have to be creative. In every way. I am very creative, I must say. I am all the time working out something which comes out very well. And also I don't have that interest as normally people have, that it should be praised by everyone or it should be sort of very much in the newspapers. And no interest. You create for creation. For the sake of creation, you create. And you just enjoy that creation. And you become very adaptable, or you become so congenial with all the things people say, talk, or write to them. They will be offensive, or they could be also praising you and all that. So you don't know that they are praising you. Even sometimes when you Shri Mataji ki jai, I also say, and then I forget they are talking about me. Somehow you are above all that. And you are there, and you just don't understand why human beings behave like that. Why their behavior is so funny. Even when they come to Sajog, I see they have a great desire to be leaders, or they have a great desire to be a great organizer of Sajoga, so very well known in Sajoga. They want to have an international fame as a great Sajogi. But they do not think that what creativity I have shown, what have I created. Just all these things are so common in human beings that they always want others to praise them, to have a very big sort of a exposure. Of what? If you are a spirit, everybody knows what is there to expose, what is there to show off, what is there to come forward. Even if you are at the back, there is light, you know there is light. So you have to get out of your darkness, because you are the light and you spread light. Instead of, if you are in the darkness, what light can you spread? So your spirit cannot have problem. It has no fear, but above all it has wisdom, tremendous wisdom. And that wisdom is the one sign of you being a very higher personality. As I told you, this is evolution, and when you are transformed, you are evolved of a very different nature you become. And you are to stand out. If Sahajogis are like other people, then what's the use of taking to Sahajoga? What was Christ? He was the son of a carpenter. He never got education. But what did he do? He was the spirit. He reflected God within him. And that's why he got himself crucified also. Now in Sahaja, you don't have to get crucified. There are all not such testing things for you. But your value system is to be checked. You must find out how are you working out through introspection. You should ask yourself, so well now, Mr. Sahajogi, how are you? Are you indulging into all these things that these people who are not self-realized are doing? Just try to find out. Because the growth of Sahaja Yoga is shown in your behavior, in your styles, on your face. There is no wrinkles on a person like this. He has no worry. You don't worry, then how will you get wrinkles? Such a person doesn't get upset with anything. I mean, on the contrary, he laughs at things. Once in a church where I was in Switzerland, one lady came to hit me with the Bible, and I started laughing. I said, what a thing, and I have to be hit by a Bible. And she got such a fright that I was laughing, and I was saying, look at the stupidity of this lady coming to hit me with the Bible. I mean, I can understand stone or anything else, but Bible will never hit me. All these things have happened in your presence, and you know about it. There are negative forces. They try to harm you. They will harm you bodily. They will harm you mentally. They might harm you emotionally. But when you are above this, then no one harms you. At least you never feel the harm. You are not bothered about the harm. But what have you created? Today I had some ladies and some men, and all for divorce. After getting married in Sahaja Yoga, they want to have divorces. Can you imagine? I was shocked. And they had funny ideas that my husband is like my brother. I said, really? All kinds of stupid ideas coming into their heads means there's no light of the Spirit in them. If you have light of the Spirit, then your understanding is very different. You don't worry about yourself. You only worry about others. And you try to find out solutions for them. You try to help them. It is very easy for you. What is so easy for the light to burn? Once it is enlightened, it is burning. It's difficult for it to go out of light. But for human beings, I can't understand. Even after realization, after growing for years together, they are still so stupid that they don't realize the value of their self-realization. It is something, the Spirit. You cannot kill it. It cannot blow off. This light will go off, but the light of the Spirit won't go off. But what is the oil that keeps it there? Is your compassion, is love, care of others. I know there are people who are very, say, dominating, maybe troublesome, whatever, but care for them. Know that they are not like you, they are not complete. They have problems. So you care for them. But instead of that, you start thinking that why should I care for him? How does he care for me? Or something. Then you are finished. So this kind of a reflection, or I would say the reaction, is not that of a spirit. A spiritual person's reactions are very, very different. In the life of Sri Krishna, you can see that he had a friend who was very poor, and he wanted to meet Sri Krishna. And the wife of the friend gave him some rice krispies, as you call them. And that's take for your friend, you must take something for your friend. He was a little shy, And when he went to Sri Krishna was in his palace, and the people at the door said, no, you can't meet him. He said, all right, you just go and tell him that Sudama has come. She was sitting on the throne discussing something, and he said, Sudama has come. He rushed out. I went to the door and hugged him again and again. And he said, why are you standing here? He took him and put him on the throne that he was supposed to. And he told his wives, please come and wash his feet. And then they brought for him clothes and all that. He had a bath. He made him sleep on his bed. See the love of Sri Krishna. He had very dirty feet, all were cracked. He tried to put on that some sort of a medicine by which it would be all right. He tried to do whatever was possible to him to cure those cracks. And he asked him to sleep on his bed. And asked the ladies to fan him so that he doesn't feel. See the compassion of Sri Krishna is shown so beautifully. Are we that compassionate? There was no need for him to do that. It was no drama, nothing. But his heart. He took a spontaneous decision. When he heard Sudama is there, he just rushed there. He just felt so happy that my old friend has come. Then, when he went to Hastinapur, there, the Duryodhana, the Kaurava's eldest son, he asked him that, why don't you come and stay in my palace? He said, all right, I can come, but you see, I will go and have food with Vidur. Vidur was the son of a maid. He went and had his food with Vidur. Now Vidur, being a poor man, I don't know what food he must have given him, while Duryodhana would have given him such sumptuous food. So for such people, taste and the level of food and all doesn't matter. It's the love, the respect of Vidur, who was a realized soul. Respecting other Sahajogis. If a Sahajogi respects somebody who is a governor, I can't understand. The spirit is above everything. And does not respect a Sahajogi, there's something wrong with him. He should understand that the spiritual person is higher than all these people who have all kinds of these big names behind them. And that love is shown in everybody's life. All the saints, all the incarnations, everyone had that love which was above everything else, without expecting anything, not doing it just to expect something from them. It is a kind of a personality which really reflects God's love. That reflection should come from you. You are Sahajogis, that doesn't mean that you are something higher than others. But you are different. You are above them. You have no superiority, that's why you are different. You are so humble, that's why you are different. You are so joyous, you are so peaceful, that's why you are humble. There are so many things I can tell you from the life of Sri Krishna, showing he was, they call him Yogeshwara. He was the Lord of Yoga. It is because he was Virat, but he showed it, his form, only to Arjuna, to nobody else. Because nobody was like Arjuna. Arjuna also got a fright when he saw that. So he lived like Sri Krishna, like a cowboy. He was living in Gokul. And he never showed off his powers. His powers were within himself, which were expressing spontaneously. This power has wisdom and discretion, complete discretion. If he does not have, then this is not divine power, this is some satanic power. Because somebody is nice to you, if you are nice to that person, nothing real. Mostly, we had in India people who were called as avdutas. They were the realized souls who had gone away from the society, from the multitudes, and gone and lived in some small little place or some cave or somewhere, hidden from others. Because they thought nobody is going to understand them. So what's the use of talking to them? They were singled out. One person here and one person there. What could they do? They were not like you, so many of Sahajogis together. You have so many friends and you have so many others with you. They were lonely people and they hid themselves from the society. They would not meet people. Because if they tried anything, they would be crucified. But not you people. Because you have a society. You have a beautiful, enlightened society of very good friends, of very good spiritual people. With all this, if you cannot create, then what should I say? You have to create.
Jayesh Mataji will continue to stay in meditation for a minute.
Continuamos en meditación.
We'll join both our hands. We'll tell thank you very much, Sri Mataji, for this beautiful collective and this beautiful meditation. And then we'll raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan.
Unimos nuestras manos y agradecemos a Sri Mataji por esta hermosa meditación y agradecemos por estos maravillosos hermanos y hermanas. Subimos la energía Kundalini y hacemos el Bandhan.
Thank you all for joining this session. Jai Shri Mataji.
Gracias a todos por uniros a esta meditación. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you, Baya.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji.